Afternoon. Welcome back. It is 12:01. Just finished uni, but got a few things planned today. So obviously it's Tuesday, which means I've got my easy run to do. So we've got 6 to 8 Ks to do today. I was planning on doing it this morning, but guess who has 2 thumbs and slept through 3 alarms this morning? This guy. So I've got to catch that up at some point because I also have footy training tonight. So I don't want to push myself too hard, so I'm grateful that I've only got an easy run today. With that being said, I also do have a fair chunk of uni work that I need to be doing. So as usual, I'm going to take you with me. We're going to, eat this elephant one bite at a time. And I should probably start by going home and actually eating some food. So I'll see you there. All right, 8 kilometers done. Felt really good and took off flying, to be honest, as I do, took off flying. But throughout the whole, however long I was doing, I think it was about a 45-minute run. I'll put the Strava here. Throughout the whole run, I was looking down pretty much constantly, looking at my heart rate, trying to figure out what pace put me in zone 2. But it was really frustrating because it felt like I was in zone 3 or 4 the whole time, no matter how slow I went. Like I even dropped it all the way down to 7.5 pace, which just felt like jogging on the spot, and I still wasn't really dropping in heart rate. So I ended up just, flowing through paces, fluctuating a little bit. So because I really want to try and build up that zone 2. I hear people banging on about it all the time, zone 2, zone 2, zone 2. So yeah, still working on my easy runs. It's only week 2, so I'm not too worried at the moment. But felt really good. Even just that easy run felt 20 times easier than last week's easy runs. But anyway, running fit check of the day. Just look at that last footage and realize how unflattering that view was, and you couldn't even see my fit check. So I'm redoing it now. Running fit check of the day. 2XU hat. We got a Suntory volleyball top. Don't look at that. I'll fix that in a sec. We've got, hold on me, LSKD shorts with the half tights, and of course the phone pocket. I mean, that was a game changer to be able to have my hands free, have my key, my car key and my phone in the half tights and not have to carry it or worry about it, jiggling around in my pocket. Can't recommend enough, that's a game changer. Anyway, down to the bottom, I also had my LSKD, oh, look at this view, LSKD performance running socks. Super light, just overall comfy sock, can't fault it. And then my Asics Gel Pulse 16s, which I've been running all my easy runs in just recently. So there's that. I'm gonna jump in the shower, maybe do a little bit of uni work, maybe a little bit of editing before I have to head off to footy training, but I'll keep you updated where I can.
Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running for my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie. I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no other dancing with my shadow in a room full of gold, trying to count on my regrets like the stories I told. Mama said, boy, don't sell your soul for applause, but the silence louder now than a million gods. I seen kings fall quick for a hit on a reel, seen queens trade crowns for a 6-figure deal. I don't blame them, I just pray for them. We all one mistake from the cage out the graveyard. Living like a movie, but the credits never roll. They gon' crop you out the frame if you ever lose control. Talk truth, they call it hate, but the fake love louder than an ache. Every scar got a sermon in it, every L got a learning in it. I ain't perfect, I just pin it how I lived it. If the game rigged, then I still pivot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running for my flaws, still still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie. I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no mirror, mirror on the wall. Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie. I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when
they want captions, not scriptures. They want clout, not pictures. They want pain and it filters, so I bleed through the pics like scriptures. You can't cancel what's already broken. You can't mute what's been outspoken. I spit truth with a chip on my shoulder. Got trauma in my tongue and the world getting colder.
Used to pray for a check, now I check on my spirit. Cause the money don't echo when your soul ain't near. I see fake friends turn saints in the crisis, but they ghost real quick when the fame hit its highest. Still I ride for my day ones. Still I ride when the pain comes. I don't flex, I reflect, I don't fear, I dissect, yeah.
Every verse got a little confession, like every scar, just a deeper question.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie. I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no mirror, mirror on the wall. Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie. I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when nowhere disguised.
Happy Wednesday. I've just got back from uni a little while ago. It's 2:37 now. I tried to film at uni, get some shots of me studying away. But this guy doesn't know how to take videos properly, and none of it came out okay. So I would have loved to have taken you guys with me for that, and I tried to, but I'm just a rookie. Anyway, we're here at the beach once again, the go-to spot. We've got a 5k tempo today, so this is pretty exciting. The first tempo run of the block, really, that isn't intervals. It's been a really horrible day today. Like, it was chucking it down on the way back from uni, like torrential. I think I've managed to dodge the rain now. I think it's all gone, but hence the rain jacket, just in case. It's pretty cold anyway, so about 16 degrees. So we're gonna get this done today. It's pretty quiet down here at the beach, as to be expected with the weather like this. Gonna get this done, and I'm pretty pumped, except for the fact that I forgot my AirPods. So I'm raw dogging this one, going without music, which could be good, right? Because I just want to get it over and done with, so I'll just run quicker. But yeah, that's annoying. Apart from that, I've got everything else, but let's see how it goes. Let's give it berries. Alrighty, people. We did it. 5k tempo with no music. Really pushed for that one, so that felt pretty epic. Felt like more of a mental game than a physical game towards the end of it, especially. But I mean, obviously it was physically quite draining, but yeah, towards the end it was very hard to mentally keep at it and keep pushing, but ended up doing really well. My goal was to just pace quicker than 5 minutes per kilometer, and I ended up pacing around an average of 4.5 minutes per kilometer. Ended up finishing on a 22 flat, which is my all-time PR, which is kind of crazy. I haven't been sub 25 5k since I was probably 14, so this feels like an epic win, and we've seen results already, which is really encouraging. But I know that in running, progress is not linear, so I'm going to take this and move forward, not expecting to get better every time. But that was really awesome. It ended up being quite warm with my jacket on. I mean, I don't have it on anymore, but man, I was sweating. It was like a sauna in there, like dripping with sweat, because the sun came out pretty much as soon as I took off. Gonna go home, need a shower, even though I'm pretty much showering in my own sweat right now. And then yeah, get some good food cooked up. Planning to go on a gym session tonight at some point as well. Maybe do some upper body stuff. But yeah, super stoked with that. Super stoked with how today's going. And let's just keep it rolling, feeling super productive.
Wow.
Alright, after hours of editing, finally uploaded the first video. It's not public yet, but you know, we'll get there. It'll be up in a few hours, fully edited, just the final touches, and then it's gonna be up. Also, don't mind, I've just got some random volleyball clips that I use YouTube for, but this is the first video, I promise. Okay, first vlog, first video on the channel has just gone public. That's kind of scary, so I don't know how to react, but that's cool. Marathon entered.
YouTube videos, not like at the very end here.
Good morning. It is a very cold and dark 6:23. We're heading off to the beach to get our long run of the week in. We're going for a relatively light 15 Ks this morning. And honestly, it was very hard getting out of bed this morning. Like, I struggled, well, last night I struggled to get to bed. I don't think I even really got into proper sleep. Checking the clock most of the night. It was rough. It was very rough. But we're up. I'm very proud of myself for getting up. I had many thoughts of just going back to bed and getting the sleep that I need, but we're up now. We're on our way to the beach. There's no turning back. I'm very cold. We're going to change that by getting some running in. And it's going to be a good day. It's a busy day today, but it's going to be a good one. So, yeah, let's get after it. Done. It is 8:10. Sorry if I'm screaming. That felt really good. That felt really, really good. And I feel fresh as now. Like I haven't even just run 15 kilometers. So that's a huge win. To get something like that done by 8 o'clock in the morning, you can't beat that. I just got to keep waking up early. You know, I'm running off like maybe 2 hours sleep at the moment, but I just feel so good. Don't mind me, I literally just got in the car, so I'm still blowing a little bit, but yeah, that was a great little run. Well, I say little, it was a long run for me. But yeah, great effort. Managed to pace well above what I thought I was going to, what I was planning on pacing. And by the end, I was just flying, to be completely honest. After about 5 kilometers, you know, I locked in and I was starting to get into flow state. So I thought getting a good pace, sitting around 5:20, 5:30. I was just flying through. Nothing was really hurting. I wasn't getting too fatigued, so I locked in for that pace for a while until I ran halfway, turned back. I think it was about 10 Ks in. I don't know, something just clicked. My form really solidified and I was like genuinely locked in, like genuinely in flow state. And I managed to hit, by the end of it, I was pacing like 4:20. Yeah, but I don't know, make that make sense. I was pretty much sprinting to the end, but still felt really good. And the part that really confuses me is I was running in the heart rate zone that I'm pretty much running in on my easy runs. So like heart rate zone 3, 4, maybe on the higher end a little bit, of course, but you know, this is progress. still struggling to hit zone 2 on my easy runs. Yeah, I was running around, well, when I checked a couple of times, I was running around 167 the whole time, around that zone, plus or minus, give like 10 BPM, but felt really, really solid. Yeah, good to get this out of the way early because Friday is always a busy day for me. Gotta head home, of course shower, because I stink and I'm sweaty, chuck my clothes in the wash, and I gotta head over to some family's house because I'm looking after their dog, take the pooch for a walk, come home, get ready for uni, dip, and then I'm at uni till 5, so we gotta lock in there because I'm still behind, and I've been neglecting a little bit because I'm so locked in on this running and training, but we'll get there. Feeling really, really good about the day, you know, starting the day off early always sets you up for a good day, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully carry this all the way till 5 o'clock. Alright, catch you soon. Alright, welcome back. It is Monday, more specifically about 3:30 on Monday. We have finished week 2 now, and I think, when was the last time I actually filmed was probably Friday, maybe even Thursday. So, been a little bit MIA. I apologise. There's sort of some reasoning to that, and I'll get onto that in a little bit. But I figured end of week 2, this is a really good time to sort of sit down and have a little bit of a chat about what the goal is for this series, for this channel in general, and what I've learnt so far. Obviously, the ultimate goal for this is, training for a marathon. That's the final goal, is race day. Race that marathon, complete it. That's the main goal, is to just get through it. I've never done it before. I really want to push myself for that 42.2. The training, 19 weeks, however long it is to get to that point, is also the goal, is to complete that. That'll be a huge achievement. Something I'll be really proud of. Obviously, there are other goals in terms of pace, time, distance, and stuff like that between today and race day. Those will always be changing as different circumstances happen, different things happen with my body. I know it's not going to be all linear and all progress every single day, so there will be setbacks and those will change. I'm not too fussed about that. That's all part of the process. But I guess what I wanted to chat a little bit about was sort of the goals outside of race day, outside of training, and what I want that to look like. So, sort of a little bit selfishly, for me, I think this is an opportunity for myself to develop some skills, develop some confidence in some pretty important areas that I see a lot of really, really good content creators, the household names, they do really, really well. And obviously it would be a dream to one day be, to even consider myself as a content creator. And it has been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. I used to play imagination with my sister and stuff like that as a kid. So even just putting my face in front of this camera, or in my case, my phone, is a big step and something I've always wanted to do. So I'm really excited about that. This is a great first step. Also, apologies if you can hear some dishes happening in the background. I live at home. I'm very grateful that I'm not doing those dishes right now. over this training block, and as I'm documenting, putting my life out there, it's about keeping accountable, you guys keeping me accountable to actually finish this training block. I don't know, I probably already said it already in last video, because it's something I'm obsessing over at the moment, but just going for the life that I want to live and taking every opportunity, identifying every opportunity first of all, and then taking it to the best of my ability is something I am pretty fixed on and have been for a little while, and it's gotten me to where I am today, which I'm honestly very, very lucky. Studying a really good course at uni, I have a good job, I've got a lot of great friends, and I have an active body to the point where I can be training for something pretty impressive like a marathon. So really grateful for that, but I do understand that it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and it can't always be that, especially when taking all these opportunities. A lot of rejection therapy that comes with that, and I know that I've learned more about myself through my failures and challenges than any of my successes. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing something out of my comfort zone, pretty rogue. I'm already feeling the embarrassment, feeling way out of my comfort zone. This is pretty difficult. So this is where the growth happens, and I know that, and I'm super excited for the final goal. So yes, that does bring me on to why I sort of stopped halfway to the end of last week, just stopped filming and didn't really produce any content that I was hoping to. I think I found last week was pretty difficult for my mental state in terms of performance and a bit of self-worth. So a bit of background on that is, obviously I play footy, and I've just come back from a bit of an injury, and my first training back, performance was really not there, and I had a few teammates make some critical comments, obviously in the best intentions. Sorry for the dog. Obviously the best intentions, and they weren't intending to get under my skin at all, but unfortunately I was already too far under my own skin, and that really got to me, and it was a bit of a doubt for the whole week in my mind around my own performance. And I'm sure I'll touch on this in future as well, because it's been something that's been quite a flaw in myself, is that throughout my whole childhood and pretty much my whole life, I've been so overcritical on myself in terms of performance in sport and where I am and what my identity is in that sport and how that correlates with how well I perform. But yeah, anyway, this week was really hard and my confidence took a big hit, and that has a ripple effect onto my personal life. So, I sort of just wanted to talk a little bit about that. It's not an excuse or anything, and I don't see this in such a negative light, but it's going to happen. There's going to be highs and lows in my confidence throughout this journey, and I understand that, but we're going to get back on track. That's the best thing to do when the confidence is down, is just keep going. So I'm going to get back cracking with this content creation. I'm going to try and upload this video pretty much tonight as of filming this. Maybe give myself until tomorrow. And then this next week, we've got another busy week of running and preparing for the week after that, where I'll be vlogging travel to Tasmania. So I'm super excited for that. That's going to be good fun. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to my little spiel. Sorry I ramble. I probably don't even know what I'm talking about really, but this helps. I need to get some things off my chest, and I feel like I'm talking to someone even though I'm literally talking to myself on my own screen of my phone. But
this really helps, and it's good to sort of talk about what's going here anyway. It's a good check-in after 2 weeks. So I really appreciate if you watched up until this point. I appreciate everyone who watched the last video. So yeah, expect we're still going to be releasing videos every week, and I'm still going to be cracking on this training program. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.